Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Monster Tamer News, the segment on this channel where we go over this week's happenings in the world of monster taming. This week we have a couple of updates, including a Monster Sanctuary content update and two Nexomon patches that I think are going to improve the game quite vastly. Other than that, we've got a few new monsters, and I'm happy to say that starting next week we're going to be casting a wider net, incorporating a few more Monster Tamer games to the channel. So yeah, I hope you guys look forward to that. I'm definitely excited to start diving into more games once I get a greater grasp on some of the ones that are new to me. But anyways, as per the usual, sit back, relax, and let's talk monster taming. Alright, let's kick things off with some Monster Sanctuary news. The devs over at Morai have released a new update which expands the Ancient Woods area and adds new monsters to the game, being a troll, which is described as a cave dweller that has heavy emphasis on armor break, poison, and high defense, and Brutus, who is described as being a large gorilla-like creature. Interestingly, it has no weaknesses in terms of types, but also deals neutral type damage to other monsters as well. It has a brand new move that allows it to focus and then dish out more damage on the next turn. There are two new entrances to the extension, and you'll have to have an advanced flying companion as well as a companion that can light up dark caves. A couple weeks back, we had the starter familiar Overhaul teased, and this patch also brings that forth. So as you can see, the graphics for them were updated and they look quite nice. Same goes for the debuff effect. As you can see, there's a new animation for when debuffs are applied. The update also included a feature where you can talk to your familiar, as well as various balancing adjustments and quality of life improvements. I'll leave a link to the Steam page in the description so you can check it out for yourself. Over to Monster Crown news, we just updated to version 1.463, which fixes a couple bug issues and also adds a new sprite for Gorgem. Even more interestingly, Jason specifically states that a lot of the behind the scenes work is going on right now for content update 2, and that he's going to add more complexity to the battle system. We've also gotten news that within the first week, we've collectively hatched over 24,000 net eggs, which is awesome. Small piece of Coromon news, the official Coromon Twitter tweeted out teasing the next update to the demo. This specifically references the item called the Stink module, and it decreases overall wild encounters. Over to Nexomon Extinction news, we've received a new update which includes the same type attack bonus, which in this game will be 15%, full screen and window modes, a moderate increase to extinct Nexomon rates, a tweak to flee rates, making the first attempt 80% and then the second attempt 95%, as well as various bug fixes. What's really interesting though is that the Nexomon Twitter page gave us a little insight as to what's to come with the next patch, which apparently is going to be ready very soon. The planned updates can include synergy cores, which are basically the equivalent to the experience share. However, they will exist in tiers, with the different tiers allowing for more experience to be shared depending on whether it's a 1, 2, or 3 tier core. This is actually pretty good because it allows you to still make use of the lower tier ones if you want to trade a side member, but still give most of the XP to your primary Nexomon. Also of note are charms, which will heal your HP and stamina depending on the charm type after battles, healing mining crystals, which will heal your HP or stamina whilst mining, and really noteworthy is some type of way to relearn and forget moves, which will replace the current cycling of moves. This is big because before, if you missed a move or wanted to relearn, you'd have to get your Nexomon to over level 40 before it started cycling through its moveset again. I am personally really excited for this update, especially given the addition of the move relearner and EXP share like we just mentioned. Over to Anitons news, the devs revealed a brand new electric dino Aniton that they're currently holding a contest on Twitter to determine its name. The contest will end on September 9th. I had a few ideas including Dino Shock, Zapsaur, Zaptor, Statosaur, etc. I think there were a few others, but I don't remember how many I tweeted below. But yeah, go make sure to vote on that. In Kindred Fates news, we just got confirmation of Kindred Talk 7, which will feature special guest Ruffled Rowlet, a PokeTuber that did a video about the game around the time of the Kickstarter. The Kindred Talks will take place on September 18th at 3 p.m. EST. Small piece of Temtem news is that the devs are experimenting on a new pick and ban order for competitive PvP. During the test phase, they'll also be providing players with about a third more Pansons per battle, so take advantage of it while it lasts. The reasoning for this is because before, the orange players seem to have a slight advantage. They'll be determining whether or not this is permanent based on the results of this test period. In Abomination news, a new Abomi was revealed called Geranthemum, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is the evolved form of Giraffodil. It evolves by using the move Uproot a certain amount of times. Also note that there is a new biome called the Savannah, alongside a music track that have been revealed. Let's take a listen. Ceruleum Ultimate updated multiple times to version 0.3.4 and added a bunch of new decorations, wardrobe costumes, new sound effects, the completion of the pop-up tutorials and codex, a ton of changes both in and out of battle. For example, netherstones will now appear at the top when obtained, and a ton of bug fixes. There are a ton of patch notes and the bulk of it are in patch 0.30, so feel free to check it out for more specifics. I could literally spend 20 minutes just going over these patch notes, that's how much there is. Last but not least, in Mithrin news, we've gotten some concept art for another Mithrin, that being Keror, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's seemingly a wind-based frog with webbed feet and looks like it has some sort of shooter out of its hands. He's sort of out here looking like Datara from Naruto. He also looks like he could have some type of fighting-esque properties, so we'll definitely have to keep an eye on this one. So yeah guys, that's going to be it for this week's edition of Monster Tamer News. I did initially want to broaden the spectrum of games this week, but unfortunately my work schedule kind of put me in a situation where I didn't have much time to make the usual deadline. This won't be an issue moving forward, it's just specifically today because tomorrow's a holiday here, and my schedule got me working really early in the morning and ending really late at night the night before, so there's not much I could really do about that. I'm really looking forward to next week's edition, as I'm pretty excited to start incorporating more games, but I'm also really excited about the updates we got this week as well. So yeah guys, as usual, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe, follow me on Twitter, GymLeaderEd, check out our subscriber Discord, all links in the description. Until next time, peace.